What's the strangest thing someone could bring to a funeral? I never thought I'd be standing at my grandfather's funeral with a ferret hidden inside my jacket. But Grandpa's final text to me had been simple. Bring Colonel Whiskers to my funeral, no matter what anyone says. So I did, and within 30 seconds, my mother was screaming at me in front of the entire family. The funeral had just started when Colonel Whiskers poked his tiny head out of my jacket. My mother saw him. Her face went completely red. Emily, what is that? It's Colonel Whiskers. You brought that animal here? I tried to explain. Mom, Grandpa specifically told me to bring him. She grabbed my arm. Your grandfather would never want an animal at his funeral. But I knew that wasn't true. I'd owned Colonel Whiskers for 3 years. Grandpa always pretended to hate him. He called him an elongated rat with better public relations. But every Sunday, I'd catch Grandpa secretly feeding him pieces of chicken under the table. And something even stranger had been happening lately. Grandpa had started visiting my apartment several times a week. He'd claim he'd forgotten his glasses or needed some sugar. But every time, he'd spend 20 minutes sitting beside Colonel Whiskers' cage, just staring at him. 2 weeks before Grandpa died, he sent me that strange text. When I asked why, he replied, "You'll see, love you." Now I was beginning to understand why. Unfortunately, my mother wasn't interested in understanding anything. She pointed at Colonel Whiskers. "Get that disgusting creature out of here. He was Grandpa's idea. You're just trying to make his funeral about yourself." My brother tried to calm her down, but she kept shouting. Then she said something that shocked me. "Your grandfather told me before he died that he never wanted to see that animal again." I stared at her. "That's impossible." "Why?" "Because he personally told me to bring him." Before she could answer, the funeral director suddenly stepped forward. "There's something else your grandfather arranged." Everyone turned toward the screen behind the casket. The family was supposed to watch this video. The lights dimmed, the screen came alive, and there was Grandpa, wearing his old military uniform. He looked straight into the camera and smiled. If my daughter is currently making a scene about Colonel Whiskers, my mother's face went completely white. And then everything is going according to plan. The room went silent. Grandpa continued. "Emily, sweetheart, I hope you brought him." I started laughing through my tears. Then he revealed the truth. "For the last 2 years, I've secretly been training Colonel Whiskers." Everyone gasped. My brother whispered, "No way." Grandpa smiled. "I've been visiting Emily 3 times a week. Not for sugar, not for my glasses." He looked at the camera. "I was training my little soldier." Then he gave a command. "Colonel Whiskers, attention." I opened my jacket. The ferret climbed out. He stood perfectly straight on his hind legs. The entire room gasped. Grandpa's voice continued. "Salute." Colonel Whiskers raised his tiny paws. People started laughing and applauding. My mother just stared at him. Then Grandpa delivered the final surprise. "I officially named Colonel Whiskers my honorary grandson." My brother shouted, "What?" Grandpa laughed. "And because he follows instructions better than most people in this family," he paused, "he outranks all of you." The video ended. The room erupted in laughter. Even my mother couldn't stay angry anymore. She slowly sat down and whispered, "Your grandfather really planned all of this?" I smiled. "Every single bit." Colonel Whiskers walked over to Grandpa's casket and sat quietly beside it. And for the first time that morning, nobody complained about him. We just watched him because Grandpa hadn't left us one final sad memory. He'd left us one final prank. And somehow the strangest member of our family became the one who brought everyone together.